All right, all right, all right, honey. It is Tuesday night. Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for Wife Talk. I am your host, Angela A. Love Lewis, and I got my girl over here, S. Marie. S. Marie, how are you today?
Girl, I am making it. It is pollen season in Atlanta, but baby, it is okay. I am here for White Talk Tuesday. I'm excited.
Yes, I'm excited as well. And I know, honey, that pollen don't, is no joke. For those of you, I'm a Tennessee girl, so coming to Georgia, I didn't have any allergies or whatever. But the longer I'm here, it seems like every year, girl, something pop off, and it all in your throat, honey, eyes watering and itching and all that, honey, breaking out, scratching and everything. So, but
It,
listen,
it is something, that is for sure. I'm,
it,
I'm definitely a Midwest girl, but let me tell you, Georgia is something, okay?
baby, Georgia is something, honey. If you know, you know. No explanations needed because you already know, right?
Absolutely.
So listen, we are here tonight, and we are really excited because we are on episode 9, and we have a special guest. So what we're doing is for the Hot Wife Talk. We have an anthology that we're doing. It's called Hot Wife, Hot Life. And with the anthology, let me tell y'all, we have some amazing women that are a part of
Yeah.
our anthology, right? And with them being a part of our anthology, let me tell y'all, we have some of the most amazing people that are a part of it. And I love it. I love it because for all of the ladies that are here, some are first time authors, some have been on, our program, our anthologies before. But either way it goes, it's just great to have, some amazing people be a part of it. So, S. Marie, what do you think? I see people coming on in, so we love it. Hi, kid. Hey, Regina. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. But what do you think about the anthology that's coming up?
Oh, listen, I am here for it. I love the fact that you, as our visionary author, have pulled together some amazing ladies, especially our special guest tonight. We are doing big things. And when we talk about hot wife, hot life, people have so many different thoughts about that. But again, it's all clean, it's fun, it's loving, it's about handling your business personally and professionally, living out your dreams, just being fabulous. And I'm so happy to be a part of this journey. We all go through things in life, ups, downs, things that, take us on, different routes from what we planned. But the fact that we come together and we make it happen as hot wives, hot life, we're just doing our thing, raising our families, being spouses. And, whether you're corporate America or you are your own corporate America, we are doing big things. And I'm super excited to be a part of this journey with you and the other ladies that we will speak with for this month. I mean, I'm ready.
I love it. I love it. So let me just tell everybody, if you're on our platform, so right now you're watching this on Facebook. I see some of my IG people. Tammy, hello, hello. Renee Gurley, she joined. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. For those who are on our YouTube channel, make sure y'all like the broadcast, share it out, tag some other people that you know, whether you're a wife, whether you're a husband, whether you are neither. Maybe you're just single and you're interested in and want to hear some good conversation because at the end of the day, we all are in relationships. So regardless of what status you're in, these conversations can be very beneficial. So tonight we have on here, honey, not other than Keisha Johnson. And when I tell y'all Keisha is a bad somebody, baby, if you don't know who she is, you're going to get in for a treat because I'm telling y'all, she is absolutely amazing. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I see Miss Marvette. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. We're glad to see you on here. I'm going to go ahead and bring Keisha in so we can get this conversation started, right?
Hey, let's get to it.
Keisha,
Hi.
how are you?
We coming in,
Yes.
hey, love. This is the type of vibe we need every Tuesday. Come on, Keisha.
Keisha coming in looking like $1 billion on the elevator, baby. Come on, Keisha.
Yes, honey. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get it.
Let's get it. I'm talking about, listen, Shakita that came on here talking about, honey, listen there. Like, hey, 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 Keisha. That's what I'm talking about.
Look, you got a fan club, girl.
Baby got a
Come
fan
on,
club
talk to my fan
already.
club, honey. I love it. You are an amazing woman. So, as A Love said, let's get into it. Let's learn about you. You are a part of this journey with us on this Hot Life, Hot Life, but you are nothing less than stellar. I mean, you are an author, you are a wine connoisseur. You are even killing it in corporate America, engineering. You are, you handle cosmetics. I mean, my gosh, woman, you are you are the bomb.com. Okay, that might be a little old, but baby,
Hey, give honor where honor is due, baby. What is it? All hell, girl, do your thing.
I ain't tipping my
Oh,
hat
yes,
to
my
you, honey.
crown.
Yes, honey, fix that crown.
Right.
I'm so
Lay it down,
excited. You
put it in place.
listen, Keisha is somebody. When I tell you, we met a few years ago. Through a mutual friend. I had someone I was doing, I think the anthology, the Fierce, Fabulous, and Free anthology at the time. And I knew Asia and her husband. And so, Andre. And so, when I met them, Keisha, you are Dre's cousin, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, was looking for somebody to get into that book project. And so he was like, well, my cousin, she can do it. I was like, okay, well, let me meet her. And she was, at doing the wine thing. So, Keisha, before we hop into all of that, and I see people are joining on Instagram. So, hello, everybody on IG. Thank you so much for tuning in. But, honey, and Marvette said Keisha's every woman, baby. Every woman. Y'all already know Keisha got the fan club rolling through. Yes, I love it. I love it.
Boy,
Keisha, for those who don't know who you are, let's back it up because even though we met a few years ago, and I've loved Keisha ever since, like we're cousins, and not for real, but for real, so like sisters, you know what I'm saying? We already family, and I just love because she has not only beautiful on the outside, but a beautiful personality on the inside, and Keisha loves helping people and loves, just life. You can just see all throughout how she just carries herself. She loves life. And so, Keisha, I want you to share with people who you are, what do you do, and what made you decide to get onto the Hot Wife, Hot Life anthology?
Okay, so how much time we have? Because it's a long story.
we got
It's a
time.
long story, but I'll give y'all the short version.
Give us a clip notes.
Okay, so I'm Keisha Shanji Johnson. When I tell you I have been in healthcare for 30 plus years, I love what I do. I love helping people. I love the medical field. I love the industry, just technology. So I am a diverse woman. I do a multitude of different things. I wear a lot of hats. But you know what? At the end of the day, through all my busyness, I still try to have work life balance. Okay. Because as a mom, as a wife, as a daughter, I'm in several organizations. I love my community. I love serving. I love serving the people. I love my church, serving there. So wherever I'm needed, that's where I want to be.
Oh, I love that answer. That is
I know,
cool.
right?
Wherever I'm needed, that's where I want to be. Say it again.
And you know what?
Yes.
Whatever Keisha is doing, I'm telling you, like, it's a lot of times you will have people on the platform, right? And you can tell people that you're going to be on there, and they're like, oh, okay. And it's crickets. Baby, Keisha got them coming in from all over the place, girl. They is popping on from IG to, Facebook, honey, showing love and everything. And I love it, but that speaks so highly of who you are. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? And I just think that, when you have a person like Keisha in your life, she shows up for everybody. So in turn, people are showing up for her. And I think that's simply amazing when you live the kind of life where people want to, show up for you. And so Keisha, with that being said, let's get to the hot wife thing. How or
Yes.
what made you want to be a part of this anthology?
You know, first of all, just being a newlywed, okay,
Mhm.
I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything to do. I may not say everything correctly. I may not, be this perfect wife, right? But one thing I know, I live my life as the virtuous
Mm.
Proverbs 31 woman.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm striving to be more what God wants me to be. So during this project, at first I was like, I don't know. Do
Mhm.
I really want to really, put my heart on my sleeve.
Right.
But you know what though? I consulted, I prayed, and I was like, you know what? Why not? I got a testimony that I would hope that it
Absolutely.
would be a blessing to other newlywed, other newly wives,
Yeah.
just embrace it. So when I heard about this project, I was like, sign me in, me. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in.
I love it. Put me in the game, coach.
Yes. And I love the fact that you said, you're new to it. But none of us are perfect. And that's the myth that people, believe that, oh, you have to be perfect to
Mhm.
have this or to own this or to do that. And you don't. We are all imperfect and it's one day at a time. And the fact that you have the courage to say, you know what? Things aren't peaches and cream, but I'm gonna make them look like they're peaches and cream. I'm gonna do this. So shout out to you for just doing that, stepping out on faith and saying, you know what? It may not be pretty, but it's my story and I'm living it. So I love that you're open about that because a lot of people they're ashamed to say, hey, I'm not perfect, or hey, it doesn't look great, but that's okay because you don't know how you will inspire someone else. So again, kudos to you for just saying, hey, I'm put me in. I'm ready. That is amazing. I love it.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this too, because like I said, we just started wife talk with S Marie and myself earlier in January. So like I said, we're on or was February. I think it was uh right before Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And Keisha being our first guest,
Yes.
we haven't really talked about in-laws, right? But Keisha, I'm gonna tell you, honey, Miss Rosie has got on here and said, "Y'all, that's my daughter-in-law." That people don't really think about it, but when your in-laws give you a stamp of approval, when your in-laws are like, "Baby, yes, I'm gonna claim this one because she mine," that says a lot, because a lot of times, people's in-laws are it's kind of hard to balance that relationship. It's kind of hard to, kind of navigate and say, not for everybody, but for some people, they really kind of have a hard time. And again, Keisha, that speaks to you as a woman to be able to have somebody say, yes, baby, honey, that's my daughter-in-law. And Asia said, yes, exactly. We love us some Keisha. That speaks a lot, so she said, yes, heart of gold. Let me
Oh,
tell you something.
yeah.
That's a beautiful sentiment to have for people. So, Keisha, when you're out here and you're trying to navigate being married, because when we talk about wife talk, we talk about mind, money, and marriage, right? The things that can get you hemmed up, your mindset has to be one that's committed to what you're doing. You know, money can break it down. But marriage in general can be a hard thing to, tap into and really for people to stay, especially in society where they just like, girl, child, you can get married today, girl, and child, we can get a quicker divorce next week if we need to. It's people out here who really believe in the institution of marriage and really want to make it work, really want to, see it be fruitful. And I know people are looking at you as an example. So what would you say to people who are looking at you to say, okay, Keisha, we know you're a newlywed, but help me because I'm thinking about it. What do you have to say?
You know what? One thing I will say, strap your boots on tight. Okay. Because there's been many of times when I wanted to run. Okay. Run and keep running. Okay.
Mhm.
But when I got into my second marriage, my second and my last marriage, should I say,
Yes.
okay. I said, you know what? Here you go. I'm hanging up these running shoes. I'm putting them up. I'm retiring these running shoes, okay? I'm ready, okay? And it's all about being in a season. What season are you in? You can be
Mm.
in a season to be for the moment, or you can be in a season to be for a lifetime. And
Yeah.
the season I chose was for a lifetime. Okay.
Mm.
I come from parents that have been together 44 years, married 42 years, and been together 44 years. So they set the tone for me. They set
That's
the tone for our family to, no matter if it's hard, no matter if it's rocky, no matter if it's rough, no matter if it's easy, no matter if Guess what? I may not like you today, but I love you every day. Okay. But I'm still going to stay in the fight with you. Right. But marriage is about fighting, and you got to fight for each other. Fight for each other. You got to go to work, clock in, and not clock out. Okay.
Mm.
I have been so used to, I see a red flag, running. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Deuces. Okay. But as I've grown and I've matured, I know what I want. I know what I want, right? And me seeking the Father, my daddy, he said that I can have everything that I desire, my heart desire. Okay. So being married, I don't want to be alone, grow old lonely. No, I want to share my life with my partner, with my ace, with my homeboy, with my boyfriend, my boo thing. I want to share life and do it together. Okay. I will tell anyone, whether male or female, be inspired, be encouraged. Guess what? You got to go to work. You got to put the work in. You got to learn how to compromise, right? It's not just all about you, it's not
Mm-hmm.
all about me. We got to compromise, we got to work together. Okay. You got to know, I got to put my wife after God. She comes next. After the creator, after the heavenly father, my wife comes next.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing comes before my wife. Nothing. Okay? You have to make your spouse feel secure, feel stable. Okay? Don't have them all over the place, because their feelings will start being all over the place. Okay? Their emotions be all over the place. Nobody likes to be on a roller coaster ride. Okay? You just want to, it's not going to be smooth all the time, but as long as we're going up and not coming down. Okay? I can understand you going up, you're going down, but you got to be in the fight together. Okay? Can't nobody keep a marriage by themselves. Marriage wasn't designed that way. It's togetherness. It's togetherness. It's a unity. It's one band, one sound.
That's amazing. And I love Rosie is all up and through the chat.
Baby, Miss Rose is saying, honey, that's why she cut out the and say bonus daughter, baby, cut out the in-law part.
She loves you. And I think that is amazing. And to hear the story about your parents being together for so long, still in the fight, and leaving that legacy for you all to look up to and to see. I'm sure they've had their moments, and every marriage does, but I love the fact that there's a myth that, oh well, people of minority, they don't stick together. We do.
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking in the right places. And to hear that your family has set the tone and giving you a great example. And you mentioned your father. I'm a daddy's girl myself. I love my dad, and I often get advice from him as well. So it's beautiful to know that as we're transitioning into marriage and relationships, regardless of what relationship it is, the fact that you have someone that you can go to who has been there, done that, that is not biased, and who's going to give you some sound advice. I love the fact that you have that support system. That is amazing.
Absolutely.
Keisha, what I loved is the part where you said we're in this together. And I remember when I got married, and my aunts told me, you got to act like, baby, there's nowhere else to go. So you got to figure it out. You know how people say, there's an out. No, ma'am. You sit down there. If it means that one of y'all got to go in one room and one got to go to the other,
Mm-hmm.
you don't leave and feel like, oh, I can always go somewhere else. That shouldn't be your mindset. It has to be stuck and stayed on. Okay, we might need a break. We might, take a pause. We may do what we need to do. But at the end of the day, it is the two of us. It is us working this out together. It is you putting me first and me putting you first. And together, we're going to figure this thing out. And it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean that, we riding around, y'all know my favorite drink is Coca-Cola. So we ain't drinking Coca-Colas all day, just out here having a good time and smiling. That's not realistic. And that's one of the things I love about Wife Talk, is because I feel like for people who are looking to get married,
Yeah.
you can't make it seem like it's just all nice and ice cream and Sunday dinners and all that. It's so much more to it. It is a fight sometimes to stay yoked. It is a fight sometimes when you got to look at outward things coming in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that looks like, whether it's work related stuff, whether it's family related stuff, whether it's health issues, whether it's financial issues. When life be lifing, it happens in that marriage as well. So
That's
you
right.
got to think about it's two separate personalities. And if you bring other kids in, if you bring family members in, if you bring other people, your life before you became married,
Right.
all those things are coming together to blend in to become one. And it's a hard road to travel sometimes when you have people in your ear, when you're not rooted and grounded in who you are or whose you are. Those things can make it very difficult, very difficult. And I see Janae said, my mother told me that we can have more when we work together.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yes, Asia, it's a full-time job. And Kit said, hard work. It is, but you know what? It's rewarding. It's fulfilling. And when you can get it together, I see Regina put that's so true. I can remember when I got that revelation. Where do you think you're going?
Oh,
Right.
come on, Regina.
Yep.
Love that. And I have a question for you, Keisha. So last week, we had a wife confession. And again, for those of you who have joined who are not up on the wife confession, it's something that A Love and I created to give people a voice. If you want to share your experience or you have questions, concerns as a wife, as a single person, and you just want us to have a conversation about it in the show, that's what we use wife confessions for. So last week, we had a really good one. It was nice. The young lady asked us, how do you balance, being, entrepreneur, being a wife, being a mother? So I just want to hear from you, because again, we already said it. Let's say it again. You're in cosmetics, you are a wine connoisseur, you are an author, you are a working woman, you are a mother. So, what advice do you have for our listeners who are trying to figure out how to balance everything that they have going on, even when they're dealing with their emotions or, whether you're high, up, down, low, whatever. What's your advice to people on how to balance working and just being a professional and a businesswoman?
You know, First and foremost, my faith, my faith that keeps me strong. Even when life done beat me up, my faith, it won't let me just fall to the wayside, right? So it helps me to juggle. When I say, you know what, I make a list every day, a to-do list.
Mm,
Those things that are high priority, I write those things down first. And
yeah,
and I jot everything down in accordance, right?
yeah.
So therefore, once I finish one task, I cross that off. I finish another task, I cross that off. Also, too, what I also do and what I would share with my husband is I would actually text myself. So I would text myself like a whole month of agenda.
Mm,
Okay, I have this to do,
a good
this
one.
to, this to do, this to do. So therefore, if I'm gone, my husband will know where I am. If we're kind of like passing by, haven't been able to really, converse or see each other because he's a very busy man as well. But it keeps me on task where I can look at it, physically look at it every day. Versus sometimes you don't always have your calendar, but you always have your phone, right?
Uh-huh.
So I do that. Also, too, even when it comes to priority, when it comes to bills, I make a monthly list. Hey, this is due. This is due on this day. This is due on this day. And every time when I pay one thing off, I take it off, and then I resend that text back to myself, right? Until I knock off everything that's due for the month. So, with that being said, when it comes to organizations, okay, that I'm in, that I'm a part, that I love, that's my heartbeat. I do the same thing. Whatever we have on the calendar. I'll make sure I put that within my text. Or I put that if we're having meetings, I'll put that within my text. If my husband is having shows and concerts or he has to travel, I put that in the text. So therefore, we're staying on one accord. And so therefore, even though when you get busy, life happens to all of us, right?
Yeah.
So you still try to kind of have a balance. Even when it comes to professionally, to my career, what I love to do in the medical field, that right there, that you see the smile,
I
Yes.
that's what medical do for me. Okay. Even when it comes to that, I even still prioritize even while I'm at work. Okay, what task is due, what's due first, what I need to do. Okay, and I just start eliminating. It's all about having the work life balance. Okay, and then when it comes to, hey, I need some personal time with my husband, can I get some date time? Don't you can't forget about that. Can we
right.
get date time?
Yes.
Can we carpool? Can we do anything that we can be together? Because we're so busy and we have busy schedules. He's working out, I'm working out, trying to have physical, mental, emotional health, right? Trying to take care of our bodies. So here it is when we coming home at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night from working out. Guess what? You still got to come home and you still got to be present in the marriage. You got to be present. Hey, you got to ask each other, hey, how was your day? What's going on in your life? What's going on your calendar? Did I miss anything? Okay. So it's all about being responsible, being present, being aware that everybody have feelings. I got feelings, my husband got feelings, right? So we got to honor that. We got to respect that. We got to respect what each other does, right? Because I was doing my thing and having these businesses and careers and organization. I was doing all of that before him. Just like how he's a international traveling artist, a musician, professional drummer, right? So he had all of his things before me. But at the end of the day, we still got to be on one accord and we got to be together. So I would say to anyone that's married, never forget about your spouse.
Mm.
Always make sure you do something every day. It can be the smallest little thing to let your spouse know you matter, you're important. I didn't forget about you. I love you. I care about you.
Mm.
I value you. Okay? If it's nothing but a text message, I love you. If it's nothing but, hey, how you doing? I just want to hear your voice. If it's nothing but, you know what? I'm gonna run you some bath water tonight. Or you know what? You like flowers. Guess what? I'm gonna get you flowers. You can't never forget your spouse. Your
Mm.
spouse is gonna be there through the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. Your spouse is gonna be there to lick those wounds when you're not feeling your best. You
Yes.
gotta you gotta have each other's back, and having that work life balance, balancing out every single thing that's on your plate, juggling your hats, taking off one hat, putting on another hat, adjusting your crown. You should never lower your crown. Don't lower your spirit. Always make sure that you honor your spouse honors you.
Mm. Hey, love, she done closed the show. You hear this
I
again?
was getting ready to say, child, I was gonna let it go on to Alma, but Keisha then summed it on up. The kid said, "Babe, I need to hear that for my future husband." You know, that's why I say a lot of times people think, just because it's wife talk that it's just for wives, but
No.
single people can get so much value because at the end of the day, you're hearing from people who are in the thick of it, who are
Yeah.
dealing with it day by day. And the same thing that you used to tell each other before you got married, when you be like, babe, you look good. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, you got to still have that same energy inside the marriage because you're still dealing with the same thing, whether it's work, whether it's your business, whether it's, the finances or just the mental thing, whatever it is, kids, you still have those things that go on
Eh.
even after you say I do. And I love Keisha, like you said, that you make sure that they're a priority and they know it. And it can be text messages or it can be a phone call. I just want to hear your voice. Or it can be something that's going to make sure that you know that you're on my mind. that, just because we ripping and running, and I might see you and we passing by and I'm like, hey, you get up, it's time to get up, and I'm running to the bathroom, you doing your thing, and we may not get a chance to really connect. Something simple like, hey, just thinking about you. Something simple like a hug when they come in. Those are the things that help you to maintain that connection. And I love that you said at the end of the day, baby, my faith is what helps me. And it is. Somebody earlier said a three strap. I believe somebody else in the comments that said a three strap cord.
Yes, you, your husband, and God. Amen to that. That was Lakeisha.
That's right.
Yes. Yes, indeed. She said three cord, God, husband, and wife. Period.
Yes.
Period.
Period.
You have been a breath of fresh air. I mean, this is amazing. And it's good to see, that you are newlywed and you're already, in the know when it comes to, hey, this is how I balance my life. This is how, I communicate my love language to my spouse. This is how he communicates with me. And, sometimes it takes couples a long time to, get to that level. So shout out to you for being able to soak it up so quickly and learn how to maneuver through life, because again, marriage is nothing short of a battle. It's beautiful, it's stressful, but again, communication, knowing love languages, being a part of one another, as Lakeisha said, having that understanding, that three chord between you, your husband, and God. And you said multiple times tonight, and you put God first, and then you make sure that your priorities are in line. You gave some great advice about how you maneuver out your day and you use it from work and personal. And I love that, because sometimes we separate things when we really don't have to. You don't have to have, okay, I can only use this technique for work. No, you can use the technique in any shape or form, in any way you choose to, as long as it fits the mold for what you're doing. So you really dropped some good gems tonight. I have enjoyed just listening to you, seeing your beautiful smile. Someone said you shine bright like a diamond. Indeed,
Baby.
you are.
I shine like a diamond, honey. Yes.
I love it. You are just truly amazing. And, I pray that God continues to shine light on you and your adventures, your entrepreneurship, just you as a woman in general. And, we teased earlier about putting on your crown. Keep it on. And you said it, you have to adjust it. Keep adjusting. Make sure it's perfect in every way so that they see your light, but they see your crown, because you are really something amazing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, Keisha, I wanted to let everybody know, because y'all know that tonight, although she's on the Wife Talk show, she's part of the We Empower Network, meaning that she's getting ready to drop a show. Can I let the cat out the bag, Keisha?
Let it out.
Good. Listen, Keisha about to host her own show. So if you don't know, now you know. She's going to be coming on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m., I believe. Kit said you really helped her, Keisha, with that. So she's going to be doing her own show. So Keisha, share with the people what the show is going to be about.
Okay, well, ladies and gents, I hope you're ready. We gonna have a good time. It is called Wine La Vie, and I am going to be sharing my experiences from Europe and all the different things that I love about wine, my connoisseurship. Okay, helping you to put charcuterie boards together for yourself, helping you to wind down, meditate. We take so much time loving, pouring into our children, jobs, and everybody else, but not enough time for ourselves. So this is for us. Okay, it's for us, right? It's time to unwind, and I am so excited. I hope you are. Stay tuned, because we got a treat coming.
We
Oh,
got a treat coming. I'm super excited. Go ahead, Esmery.
no, I was just saying, oh, it sounds like we're getting an invite a love. That means that Wife Talk gets,
Absolutely.
we love wine too. So I'm definitely excited. And again, I wish you could see all the love that's popping up for you.
Mhm.
I mean, you have people coming from everywhere. They're excited. They love you. This is amazing. You are just, honey, I just snapping. I feel like I'm at a show. I just want to snap for you.
Like it's the portrait night. Like, yes. Two
Yes,
snaps for Keisha.
absolutely. We are just snapping you into life. 2024 is your year. So congratulations on this journey. I know it is going to be amazing, and I'm just so happy for you. A lot of people are afraid, again, I said this earlier, to just jump out on faith, and you are, and you're not stopping. You are just full throttle. I think it's just flawless. You are flawless. That's what I'm going to say. Your new name is Flawless Keisha.
Okay,
Okay.
I like
I like it. I like it. Look, I woke up like this. Flawless. That's Keisha, baby. Keisha, one thing I did want to ask you about, with your parents being together as long as they are, what would you say? What is the one thing that stood out the most to you during their 44 years of marriage, or the portion of it that from you being born that you were able to catch up? What is something that stood out for you with their relationship?
I will say that they are the wind
Mm,
beneath each other's wings. When
Mm.
I say I can't keep up, my parents are constantly traveling, taking vacations. They
Oh,
both are retired. They pick up and go 2, 3 weeks at a time. Matter of
oh,
fact, they just came from a cruise last Saturday.
come
When I
on,
tell you,
parents.
I can never keep up to where they're going. So I love that about my parents. They love to travel. They're each other's companionship. They go, they pack their bags, and they out of here. And they enjoying life, seeing the world. I love that. And so I was raised overseas, but just to know that, hey, I could, I love to travel too. And me and my husband, we can show be travel mates as well. So I like that. I like that my husband loves to travel, watching my parents travel. I said, you know what? I got to get my weight up though, because I'm not retired. I still got to work. But it's coming though. It's coming. I got to keep working harder and harder. But when I
right.
tell you, I love that. Just they are so free spirited. They just go and enjoy life and enjoy doing it together. I love that. I want that.
But it seems like you have that flexibility as well with your husband being a musician, and shout out to your husband and best of luck to him with his career as well. But it seems that you have the availability to do that. So how do you balance that with working and having a husband who is traveling the world and playing in all these fantastic places? How is that for you?
You know what? I love it. And you know what? One thing that we love together is music.
Mm.
Music make everything better. Make you
Yes, don't it?
smile, make you feel good. All your pain, your sorrows, your woes. It just sends it back.
Yes.
It sends it back. It puts you in a mindset. Hey, you can be free. You can do whatever you want. Forget about that mess. It's gonna be there, but enjoy yourself, enjoy life. So one thing I love and what my husband loves is music. That's his passion. That's his life. He's been a musician for 32 years, okay? Professional drama. And he's very, very talented and very, very good at it. So I love going to his shows. I love to hear him play at church. I love to just be in support. Wherever he is with his music, that's where I want to be.
Mm.
We share that together. So I love that. So if he's ready to travel and he got to go, listen, I hope my job can give me a leave of absence because I want to go too. I want to go. Don't leave me. I want to go too.
Ah,
Exactly.
that's fantastic.
Somebody said, Nikki B one and only said, music is the universal language. Absolutely.
Yes.
It really
Absolutely.
can be for a lot of people. People don't understand it's the simplest things that bring people together.
It is.
And something amazing as music, knowing that music was a way of communication for people back in the day. They had their hidden language through music. I mean, if we tap into the beautiful things that have been given to us in this world, I mean, it is incredible. And I am just in awe that you said, wherever he is, I want to be.
Mm.
And the support that you give him as a spouse, on top of being the queen with your own crown, already is just, it's, honey, you are doing it. You are life goals. I really mean, no one. would have assumed that you are new to this. Just the gems that you're dropping and the advice and you
Mhm.
sharing, your love language, your way of communication, how you get through hurdles. It takes people years to find exactly. Someone said it's all mental. It is. Your mental is really in a great place. And I applaud you for that because it takes some people many years to understand their spouse, themselves, to find the balance, to understand how to make it work. And you're doing this in such a short period of time. I congratulate you. It's amazing. As a life coach, I am super excited because these are the type of things that newlywed couples, they haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
So you are helping so many women who are on this platform or will watch this platform tonight. You're letting them know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. You're letting them know that there's something beautiful to look forward to, in a marriage. And right, someone said spiritually and mentally. Listen, if a person has you mentally and spiritually, it's going to be hard to top that, to let that go, because that's what you want. And it seems that you have that. And it is awesome. It is
Thank
so
you.
awesome.
It's
Keisha, let everybody know, how did you guys meet?
not okay. So, we got two stories, his story and my story. Okay. But I'm gonna tell my story.
Okay.
Um,
That matters. That matters.
we actually met probably about maybe 7 to 8, maybe 9 years ago. And we have a mutual friend,
Mhm.
and she was having a birthday party. And he was the drummer for her birthday party downtown Atlanta. So at that present time, it was more of, hey, how you doing? Nothing came out of that. Then this same friend, shout out Nikki, shout out Nikki Wade, right? So Nikki, she invited us to a surprise birthday party at Andretti's for her husband. Well, long and behold, I came, and then my husband Smoke, we call him Smoke, Lamar, he came, and from there we were inseparable. So a conversation that started all over wine, right? It
Okay.
led to love, marriage, and life.
Mm. Come
Yeah,
on, Keisha.
we met at a party and been inseparable ever since.
Wow.
See, it's fun things. You meet your spouse doing something fun. Sometimes we have to bring that kid out in us, and you never know, how much of a kid or the experiences that your mate wants to share until you tap into doing things. And we had a show. What was it? A Love. I think when we were giving advice for Valentine's Day
Yeah.
on things to do, and we talked about ways to continue to date your spouse and to know that you had a conversation, a true conversation, and a connection at Andretti's. What a fun way to just enjoy your spouse. Race cars, games,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
eating, something I love to do, talking. That was really creative. That was a good date. Turn
Yeah, and he
your
actually
life.
he proposed at Andretti's.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Shout out to Smoke, aka Lamar, aka Smoke. Okay.
Come
Yep.
on, Andretti's, listen.
He was gonna get in where he started. He said he was gonna bring it back. I love it. That
Well,
is
listen, I know that we're coming up on the end of everything, but Keisha, if you had something to say, to wrap things up for people, that are uh, maybe new to the marriage, or even people who've been in there and they're just trying to kind of figure out how to get that thing back together, whatever. What is your advice? What would you recommend or suggest, whether it's about the balance, whether it's about ways to date your spouse or incorporate? What advice would you give somebody who's really kind of looking to see what marriage is about, and how can they have something lasting?
First and foremost, open communication.
mm,
You got to be able to talk. You got to open up your communication. If you don't, I'm not a mind reader. My husband is not a mind reader. We have to say what it is that we like, what we don't like, what we want more of. No, I need less of that, but more of this.
Mm.
You have to be able to talk. When the communication shifts, when it breaks, when it is lack of, the relationship is going to be dangling by a string. You're going to be on thin ice. When you got to still be able to talk, okay? And not only just talk, you got to be able to listen. And I'm learning that. I'm learning to listen and not just hear, but just listen, actually process what Lamar is trying to tell me. And I know I can be hothead. I can talk, talk on for days and days and days, and I'm not hearing, I'm not listening because I want my point to be heard. But guess what? That's both of us trying to win, right? Both of us are trying to win. And then here it is, your marriage is suffering. It's suffering. Your relationship is suffering because of the lack of communication. So you got to be able to talk. Not only that, just because you get married, or just because you're in a long-term relationship, or just because you're seeking, a relationship, right? Never stop dating.
Mm.
Never stop dating. Continue to date. Continue to date. Okay. A date night don't necessarily mean that it has to be out. A date night can be right at home, light the flyer, light the candles, cook some good food, okay, and eat dinner by candlelight.
Ooh.
Get you some wine or whatever you like to drink. It can be something so simple.
Mm.
Taking a bath together, taking a shower together, rubbing each other's feet, rubbing each other's back, giving each other a massage. Those things are still all a part of dating. You cannot stop that. Also, too, you got to weed out temptation and distractions. Weed it out. Weed
Mm.
it out. Because although it may be innocent, right? But I know that, guess what? Somebody is saying, why is she smiling like that? What is he doing that got her smile like that? Why
Mm.
is she so happy? And they'll want to be intrigued and tap in to what you got, to get some of what you are.
Mm.
Okay. So communication, keep dating, keep distractions, right? And the biggest, you gotta have trust.
Mm.
I'm learning. I'm still learning to trust. Okay. Because of previous relationships, my trust, it wavers because I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to let my guard down. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to feel that pain again. Okay. So I still try to keep my guard up, although I done retired my Nikes.
Mm.
It don't make no sense, right? So if you feel like you are having these issues that you can't move forward and your relationship is moving back, I advise to get some personal professional guidance, some spiritual guidance from a counselor, from a relationship therapist, a pastor, a bishop, a ministerial team. Get someone to help you to pull it all back together.
That's beautiful advice. I love it. You
Girl,
are
she sound like she done got her certification, baby. And
Listen, I've been doing life, and
Keisha.
I haven't been good at it. I haven't always been good. Okay. I have my flaws, my profession, my mistakes. Okay. I have those with me, and I'm still a work in progress. But I recognize it. It's recognizing it so you can be where you need to be and do something you need to do to get better, to be a better version of yourself. It's about it's
Acknowledgement.
about growth.
Yeah, acknowledgement is key, and I love the fact that you understand that. It's not about being perfect. It's the fact that, hey, I know I have flaws. He's still working on me. You know,
Mhm.
they crack jokes, God ain't done with me yet. Okay, as long as you know. And someone says, when you know better, you do better. So again, it's a work in progress to get you to where you need to be. But as long as you see that full windshield of the world that lies ahead of you and where you can go, and stop focusing on what happened in the past, that's all you need to do to keep moving forward and to continue to build yourself, your marriage and anything that you're trying to accomplish. That's great.
Honey, Nikki B, one and only said Dr. Johnson is in the house. Yes, sis, yes. Did she come in, honey, all certified, honey, giving all this good information. Listen, someone said everyone is a work in progress. Our flaws don't get solved like it. Yes, that is so true. And you know what? At the end of the day, you have got to give each other grace.
Mm-hmm.
We're human. And, sometimes, at all times, nobody wants to be hurt. Nobody wants to experience pain. And because of that, sometimes you'll put up a wall, or sometimes, you will keep your feelings to yourself, or sometimes, you don't want to talk and share. But at the end of the day, give people a little grace to come around. And I'm telling you, nothing changes things like prayer. Sometimes you just have to be quiet and bite your tongue and put a prayer on it and let God work it out for you, because he can do it better than you can. And so, we just, hey, it's hard because sometimes you want to be like, listen, now I need to say what I need to say right today, right now. I don't care that you're sleeping. We need to get it on up so we can talk. You want to push your agenda, but sometimes you got to learn how to, step back a little bit and hey, tonight might not be the night we need to have this conversation. Let me just kind of put a pin in it. Let's pause. Let's talk about it at a better time where, how they say at the end of the at church, all hearts and minds clear. We need to get that all hearts and minds clear before you get into certain topics so that the reception can be a little bit better. There's a time, what they say, timing is everything.
Time is everything.
And you have to set the tone. That was a good point, A-Love. And, like you said, there is a time and place, but it's also the tone in which you're having that conversation. If you bring a positive and relaxing atmosphere, then you're more prone to have a reasonable conversation. So start understanding that setting a tone and ambiance helps you get things out that you ordinarily, maybe taking out of pocket. So it's good to, have some good energy, positivity, or something good to relax you, in order to help you have those conversations and get through those tough times. I love that.
Yeah, girl, because you can't be trying to hit the man as soon as he walked through the door. Girl, he done been in traffic for 2 hours and he trying to get to the house and he hungry and got to use the bathroom, and then you want to collab with something and start saying, well, wait a minute, we need to talk about these bills. He don't want to hear that, baby. Look, that bad timing. That's bad timing. You gotta know who you're dealing with. You gotta know your spouse. Look, take time to learn each other so that you know when it's good times to bring up certain things. To have conversations. Sometimes maybe it's like, we ain't spending time together like we used to.
Right.
Know when to have that conversation, because as time progresses, all of us have a perfect time, or better time, I should say. Maybe not always perfect, but a better time that you can approach me with something versus a different time. Look, don't catch me when I first wake up, because I ain't trying to talk like that. Let me marinate and get me on through the day, and then be like, hey, come on over, let's talk for a minute. I'm cool. Look,
that's good.
I know that thing. So we're so happy to have you on tonight. Of course, we get a lot of co-authors that are going to be coming on every week throughout the rest of the month of April, and then through the month of May, as we get ready to launch our anthology, which is Hot Wife at the end of May. And so we're excited about that. We got some big things coming up. Keisha's going to have her chapter. So y'all make sure y'all get ready to support that, because I'm telling y'all, what she gave tonight, listen, she has a wealth of information, and was one of the reasons I was so excited she said yes, because I know that what she's going to put in there is going to be great. And if Keisha already put out a book before. Keisha, can you share the name of the previous book you did, ma'am?
I Am a Woman Empowered, Fierce, Fabulous, and Free.
Oh, all of that. All of that.
That was the way she said it, A-Love, fierce. She said that with something in her chest. I love it.
But she not saying it with her chest, yes.
Fierce.
Listen, we are so glad, and y'all make sure, like I said, Keisha will be on next month doing her wine show. It's going to be Wednesdays, 9 Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know she's going to give you so much information. Whatever she does it in excellence. She's going to be looking fabulous. So listen, I don't know, maybe she's going to throw some beauty tips in there too, child. They help you get glowed up. I don't know what it is, but Miss Rosie said, congratulations, daughter. So yes, you did a beautiful job. Thank you so much. And y'all get used to seeing Keisha on the screen. screen because she's getting ready to be bringing you something amazing. I'm excited about it. Whatever she does is always great. So, Keisha, thank you so much. You know what? If anybody wants to know how to get connected to the your wine business or anything else, let them know how they can reach you.
Okay, so you personal emails klgrant08@gmail.com, Shanji Enterprises LLC@gmail.com, wine shop Keisha Grant at wineshop.com. I'm on all platforms, Instagram and also Facebook.
Perfect. Listen, I hope all of you get a chance. Share this out because there's somebody out there that needs to hear what Keisha dropped some beautiful gems, some things that I think was going to help in any relationship, married or not. It's going to help you in your relationship. Janae said, great show. So, yes, thank you so much. We appreciate y'all all tuning in from the YouTubers to the IG family to our Facebook family. Thank y'all so much for coming out to support Keisha. Keisha has a beautiful village that is supporting her. And so, listen, I love to see it. Love to see it.
Absolutely.
All right. S. Marie, you good? Any final words you want?
All I can say is elevation takes resilience. And Keisha, you have let us know that that's exactly what it takes. So be resilient in any and everything that you do so you can be successful. That's it.
Thank you.
Boom. All right. Well, y'all tune in next week. We have another special guest. It's going to be another co-author from the Hot Wife, Hot Life anthology. So make sure y'all tune in and then be prepared for the book. Y'all know Keisha going to have something to sell. So make sure y'all support her in that endeavor, right? And then I think we might be doing a little gala or something around the end of June. So listen, we won't have y'all come out and dance with us and get fancy with us. So we'll put some information about that out too. But until then, y'all have a beautiful night. And we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao.